And there's always the assumption, oh yeah, you know, someone could get dragged there and pulled there and accidents happen. But is that going to stop us from creating a place like that? No, because everything could be taken advantage of. So you got to look at it from that kind of experience, right? No, I don't want to kill Zane! And then it's going to break Husai. And then Husai is going to basically lock himself away and be like, remembering that Zayd needed to show him something. And he's going to go through all Zayd's information, but he doesn't have, like, the cipher, the idea of, like, what a graph is, and, like, how math works and stuff like that. Like he's just not educated in, like, the librarian, like, Dewey Decimal System, because that's what Zayd's basically using, is, like, a Dewey Decimal System that he invented himself in order to categorize the library. So, like, subverting an expectation towards something, like, for instance, you say, I don't like yes men, and then you give an answer that is, oh, but should there be conflict in the story? Yes men will always say what you say, so if you tell a yes man to critique you, a yes man will critique you, right? So, it's a play on itself, where there's kind of 3 levels of meaning to it, where it's like, so maybe reference back to it with his head, saying like, I moved my eyes slightly as I tried to move my head, and then I noticed them, or something, you know. But use that character action to move to the next state. So it's like, that's already happened. But I love where you're going. So it's like, and at that point, it's like, if he eats her, it just brings her into him more, right? So there's the fact of, oh, if he knew the full extent of the spirit being inside of him, then, you know, he would gain the consciousness. But he's so immature that his ideas don't actually rationally make sense. What you are going to need to do first is see the link that is posted in the chat. You are going to need to go there and click on one of those, and it will bring you to the stream. And from there, what you will need to do is you will need to click on the track, and you will need to say, I am here. The best way to do that is an exclamation point, and then here, because you want to get really personal with them at this moment, right? Like, this is an emotional connection. This is like this is one of the few, like, intimate moments these characters are gonna have, right? Like, to me, what this reminds me of, Sean, is like Game of Thrones, when Arya is telling her story about how when one time Bran left his bow and arrow, and it was one arrow. As always, guys, thank you for hanging out and sticking around and, you know, being you. So remember, if you can't say fuck you to your friends, who can you say fuck you to? Fuck you!